Ultra Mega!
Ahoy there, Idaho Model Shipbuilder. I picked up this little stove cover that picks up the heat. And this is a pretty nice little item that simply just fits on there with the notches onto the 6-inch diameter stove top. As you can see right on like that. You can see this nice little simple, got it for only about $20. Just look them up, alcohol stove heater, and you'll find this pull up. So I'm going to add this. The nice thing about having an alcohol stove, it's a lot safer in a boat versus, relying on propane, which you should keep out, and, follow the guidelines according to the Coast Guard rules. But this is a lot more boat friendly. I'm going to see if it warms me up on this cold, rainy afternoon. You can see the little notches, how they fit in there. Perfect. To operate this vintage stove, you need to fill it with some denatured alcohol, which you can get pretty much at any hardware store, as you can see right here. And get a little funnel, and you fill it up right in there, and there's a little tank in here. This is also fastened with 2 bolts. And then here's my little funnel, as you can see, that I have over there. First step, pump 15 to 20 times, so I'm going to go 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Open the valves. To 3/4 full. Close the valves. Light them up. You can see them. As you can see inside the cabin, it's 53 degrees before lighting the stove. You can see the alcohol is finally getting all burned up as both these valves are closed. Okay, finally stopped, burned out all the alcohol. So it's all primed and ready to go. So all I got to simply do, turn this burner to the right. It's ready for cooking. So basically all I'm going to do is open the valve. And then light it just like a gas stove. There she is, ready for cooking. This is my little heater canister. I got it on Amazon for $20. And I'm right now boiling a pot of 10 ounces of water in that pot. Enough to make a cup of coffee. It's a little camp pot. Okay, time's 5:41, and I believe it was around 5:34. So about a good 6 minutes. We got boiling water. So you got your reliable little cooker. And this left burner, to me, maybe because its age is kind of a dud, or maybe because I lit a little bit later than the other one, how it's not properly burning right. But it's boiling good. Well, camped aboard the clove hitch. All packed in. Have my first morning coffee here, as you can see. Just finishing up breakfast. Slept really well. Stayed around 56 degrees last night without any heat, and turned on my stove, and we got her up to 71 degrees just by using this little alcohol stove. So, pretty fun for camping, and you can see the beautiful lake. A poor man's waterfront. Ahoy there. Well, spent the first night on the Clove Hitch. See a good view of the Hayden Lake, Idaho. I'm probably about a mile away from the dock. Last night I had a really hard time finding a place to anchor because there's a lot of shallow spots, and then all of a sudden it'll get really deep. So I scouted the area and I found an area that averages around 22 feet. So thinking it's enough for the weeds not to hold. I've been out here for almost 3 hours. The boat stayed at the same location, so I got a good tug on it. So I'm going to leave it here for 6 days. So a couple things I'm going to do just to make sure is the anchor light is left on, as you can see right here. That's the only power I left on, and we got currently at 12.6 volts with the charger left on, the solar panel, and I have the motor safely stored in the back storage inside the cabin. You can see the sails on each side. Put away my little kitchen. I think I have some leftover ultras and hot dogs. And I got to remember, this has to go down for the fridge, the ice box to close. And then my little heater element I'll just leave on there in the pot, and we'll just see how well this rides when I leave it alone for 6 days. I'll probably check it up. I'll go by and check on it too. So, getting everything all put away, locked up, and we'll see if we'll have a boat in 6 days. Got my grill and propane left out. For an emergency on the cockpit, I left a couple buoys and some dock lines in case something happened to the boat, with my name and number as a contact information if something were to happen. Beautiful day out in Hayden Lake. All anchored and got my lifeboat ready to head back to shore. Get some good rowing exercise. Getting ready to depart the Clove Hitch at 1300. Say goodbye to the Clove Hitch. See you next week, old vessel. Heading home. Leaving the lake cabin getaway. Ahoy that, Idaho model.